Hey babes, so obviously I look different, right? I want to talk to you guys for a little while. I need to get some things off my chest and I need to talk, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna start with yesterday morning. I got a phone call saying that my mom had a turn for the worst. She's been in a coma since, I believe it was Thursday afternoon. The last time I spoke to her was Thursday morning through text messages. She told me she was alright. She was just tired. Well, needless to say, I believe the doctors are over sedating her because she has a tube down her throat. And every time they try to wake her up, she panics because it hurts and she starts seizing. So I was literally crying all day, all night because of that. Then, on top of that, I'm really upset and I'm trying to keep my composure. I posted it on Facebook asking for prayers for my mother, okay? Now my mother has this ex-friend. It's a girl. She's no longer friends with her. She was like making fun of my mom and shit. My mom lost her leg and the lady was making fun of her and my mom called me crying like, yo, like my mom was suicidal and I never seen my mother like that. And the lady must have seen it because she's friends with my daughter. Alright, my daughter lives with my mother. The lady was friends with my mother. They have not been friends for over a month, okay? Me and my mom talk about 6 to 7 hours a day. They were not friends anymore after that happened. And the lady saw my post on my Facebook page asking for prayers and took it upon herself to go and take my daughter. Now she grabs my daughter once she gets her into the boondocks. She grabs her by the arms. Where's my camera? Gets into her face like this and tells her that she's taken her away from my stepfather, who is basically her dad, because my mom and my stepfather take care of my daughter. I was 15 when I had her, you know, so, and obviously that's not consensual, so let's just keep that in the back of our head. So anyways, this lady takes her and my daughter calls me so scared, so freaking scared, and called her boyfriend to come get her. The lady won't let them leave. So the lady thinks she must be like hot as shit. I don't know. She thinks maybe her and her husband don't bleed like the rest of us because he's a cop. Well, I beg to differ. Okay, this is my daughter and I will do anything for my daughter, and I don't mind spending the rest of my life in jail for my daughter because that is my only daughter. Okay, I can't believe that shit happened. My daughter was so scared she pee-peed herself. You know what I'm saying? My daughter said, I knew something was wrong because I knew mom didn't talk to her. She came up in the house. She didn't even let my daughter finish her steak dinner. Okay, she said as soon as she got into the van, she felt like a really eerie feeling. She said once she got to the house, she knew something was wrong. Okay, my daughter did the right thing. She called me right away. She gave me that bitch's address. She gave me her name. I got everything on you, honey. And I am making a police report. I'm waiting for my mother to wake up to let her know so she could rip you a new asshole too, just so you know. You know, I've been crying all night. I did not get a wink of sleep. Do you see my eyes? I am so swollen. Like my whole face, I feel like I was beat up. Okay. I have a lot going on, right? We got new people in our home. It's a lot of different new energies that I'm trying to get used to. Everything has just been being thrown at me with like no warning, no time to process it, nothing. And it's a lot, you know. You ever try to take my daughter again, that will be the last thing you do. I'm not playing. That is a threat and promise. Talking about my stepfather is not capable of taking care of my daughter because he's on dialysis. First of all, he's a grown man. Second of all, I know people younger than him with multiple kids that are doing it by themselves on dialysis. Okay? Ooh. Now that I got that off my chest, I would like to go and just calm down a little bit. It's a lot much. You ain't breaking me, you know? You're not breaking me. My daughter was kidnapped once before. I had full custody of her, and my rapist, her father, tried to take her. I felt bad at the time because I was young and dumb and didn't know shit. And I gave him visitation rights, and we used to meet in the Port Authority, Police Department, Youth Division to drop her off and pick her up. Well, he just never came back one day. And I did not see my baby for 6 months. When they found her, they didn't know who she belonged to because I sent pictures in of her. They figured it out, called me. He was there trying to pick her up. My stepfather ran that motherfucker down the street. He ain't no joke. When I got my baby back, she didn't know who I was, okay? That's the worst feeling ever. So, ever since she was a little baby, I used to sing her the ABCs, but I used to do it in sign language too, so she could hear it and see it. So I'm showing her pictures, and she's like, yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's me. But who are you, you know? So all of a sudden, I started singing the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And she said, Mommy. And, you know, I broke down and cried. You know, I'm about to right now. But seriously, don't fuck with my daughter. 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 That is the only warning you're going to get. Do you understand me? Love y'all. So, this is the second half of my mom. I got some news this morning saying that, when my stepfather, my pop, he tried to speak to my mother, she tried to move a little bit, and she fluctuated her eyes, like, you know, started blinking her eyes a little bit, so that's good. Personally, I think they're over-sedating my mother, and, I don't know what to do about that. Like, seriously, I'm about to call the doctors. I'm about to make plenty of phone calls because I don't play that. You already know your girl plays by the rules to the T, and I make the rules work for me, not against me, you know. Now, on a happier note, we should be getting more supplies today for our studio, and I can't wait to get it going. I'm trying to make it all work out perfectly for everybody and accommodate everybody's needs, but honestly, I don't think I can because there's so many picky people out there. I can't deal. So, I don't know. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to get this negativity away from me. This is sickening. I can't believe I went through all that in one day. Like, I didn't even have time to process this shit, you know? You gotta give me a minute. Oh yeah, that's my company. So that's why I've been doing readings like when they leave the house. I'll try to do the readings this way so you don't get all the noise in the background. I'm trying to keep it as normal like it used to be. Now that my situation's changed, I'm trying to work around it all, you know. Love ya, babes.